So today, let's start the border plot. Before the border plot, we have to learn what is frequency response. What is frequency response? So generally, the frequency response is nothing but it is a plot. It is a plot which contains two subplots. It is the plot which contains two subplots. One is magnitude plot and one more is phase plot. Magnitude and phase. Magnitude and phase plot. So the magnitude plot is nothing but it is the plot will draw between the magnitude in dBs, magnitude in dB, dB nothing but decibels, dB nothing but decibels, magnitude in dB versus the logarithmic scale of frequency, the logarithmic scale of frequency. Nothing but the magnitude plot, how it the magnitude plot how looks like is this. If it is the x-axis, the x-axis is the logarithmic of frequency. Omega is the frequency. We are taking logarithmic scale, okay? And the y-axis, it is magnitude in dB. Magnitude in dB. We are taking the magnitude in dB. This is magnitude plot. The frequency plot is the combination of magnitude plot and one more plot, that is phase plot. Here also the x-axis is same, logarithmic scale of frequency, and this is angle, which is phi. This is called phase plot. Here the angles 0 degree, 10 degrees, 20 degrees. Here minus 10 degrees, minus 20 degrees, minus 30 degrees, and so on. Here also it is 0 dB, decibels, magnitude in dB, 10 dB, minus 10 dB, sorry, minus 20 dB. This is 10 dB and 20 dB, like this. So the frequency response is nothing but this is the combination of magnitude and phase plots, right? Right. So for that, we have to convert the given transfer function into frequency domain. For the given transfer function into frequency domain, we have, suppose if we have the transfer function like this, s into s plus 2, we have to first convert the s domain into frequency domain. Frequency domain. Okay. So if you observe, if you see the open loop transfer function g of s, which is converted into frequency domain, where it is the magnitude and it is the phase angle. So if you take the loop transfer function g of s into h of s, if you convert it into frequency domain, this is the magnitude and this is the phase angle. Coming to closed loop transfer function, if it is a closed loop transfer function, the magnitude and phase angle like this. Okay. If you take the unity feedback system, h of s is 1, open loop and loop transfer functions are same. If it is 1, these both are same, isn't it? If h of s is 1, that is unity feedback system, the open loop transfer function and loop transfer function both are same. Okay. So the main purpose of the Bode plot is, the first main purpose is to draw the frequency response of the system. Frequency response of the system. This is the main purpose of Bode plot. Okay. Here we are taking the Bode plot, we are taking non-linear scale, non-linear scale, non-linear scale in the Bode plot. Bode plot. But coming to root locus, we are taking linear scale, like this, -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3, j, 2j, -j, -2j. But in the Bode plot, we are taking the non-linear scale, which is plotted using, which is plotted on semi-log graph sheets. Semi-log graph sheets. I think you all are aware of this graph. I think in the EDC lab, you have drawn the frequency response of CE amplifier, common emitter amplifier, right? Using the semi-log graph sheet. And we already discussed the root locus where we have used the normal graph sheet, that is normal graph sheet, which is on linear scale, which is with linear scale, and it is non-linear scale. Okay, so we have different plots. If you see the right, we have different frequency domain specifications. You have to read it. Okay, you have to read what is resonant peak, right? What is resonant frequency, omega r. Meer ivanni telusu. What is resonant frequency? The frequency at which maximum amplitude occurs, that is resonant frequency, right? The frequency at which resonant peak occurs. Manaki resonant frequency telusu, manaki +1 +2 loni chadutuntaru, right? The frequency at which maximum magnitude comes, that is resonant frequency. Okay, what is resonant peak? Okay, what is resonant peak? The maximum value of magnitude of closed loop transfer function is called resonant peak. What is bandwidth? You know the bandwidth, difference between two frequencies, f2 minus f1. So that's what he discussed, will discuss. Okay, so we have what is cutoff rate. What is cutoff rate? So what is cutoff rate? We'll discuss further. Okay, we'll discuss further. Okay, what is slope of the magnitude curve near the cutoff frequency is called. Here the definition is the slope of the magnitude, curve near the cutoff frequency is called cutoff rate. We'll discuss while drawing the Bode plot. Similarly, we'll discuss Bode plot, gain margin, and what is phase margin while drawing the plots. Okay. Then coming to the plots, type of plots we have for the frequency response plots, Bode, polar or Nyquist plot. In our syllabus we have these two. In our syllabus we have these two only. We don't have these plots actually in our syllabus. So we'll discuss these two in this week, upcoming week. Okay. Okay. Now it's time to start Bode plot. Introduction to Bode plot. Okay, introduction to Bode plot. All of you following? All of you following?
Yes, sir.
Right, it's a very important topic, Nana. But the worst thing is, out of 220 students, okay, maybe while in the classroom teaching only, it is understandable for half of the students. I don't know in the online classes how you understand the Bode plot. So very typical to tough to understand and learn. Don't miss the coming classes. I already sent a message in our group. Okay, I will consider today's attendance for upcoming week also. I'm not okay. CRs. I'm not requesting the CRs also to provide the attendance. Okay, whoever comes for today's class, I will provide the attendance for those people in the upcoming classes till the Bode plot ends. Okay. And similarly, me root locus graph sheets ala తీసుకున్నారో నేను ఒక రోజు చెప్తాను. You have to bring semi-log graph sheets. Okay, right. Elana college reopen అవుతున్నాయి కనుక if you have any doubts in Bode plot or polar plot, okay, you can meet me. I will explain personally. Okay, after you came to the college for the labs. Okay, right. So before going for introduction, first stability. So we started the stability with RH criteria, isn't it? With RH criteria, we started the concept of stability, right? So it is direct method of finding the stability. It is a mathematical method. Okay, so we can find absolute stability of the system. Absolute stability of the system, nothing but whether the system is stable, marginally stable, or unstable. We'll find using the RH criteria based on the elements of the first column of the row and row of all zeros concept. Okay, we can, based on the sign changes, we can conclude the system is unstable, right? But coming to already discussed, coming to root locus and Bode plot, root locus, Bode, polar or Nyquist, right? They are indirect methods now. They are indirect methods. But the thing is, we need to find, we have to find relative stability. We already discussed what is relative stability. Relative stability means how far the poles are located far away from the instability region. Instability region on the S-plane. That's what the concept of relative stability. Okay, the best method to find the relative stability is root locus. In these all the plots, the best method is root locus to find the relative stability. It is the indirect methodology, and RH criteria is the direct method approach. Okay, direct method approach. Okay, and in RH criteria, we are considering characteristic equation, closed loop system denominator. But this Bode root locus polar plot, we have to consider open loop transfer function. If it is unity, which is becomes g of x. We are considering open loop transfer function to find the stability of the system. But we are doing whatever we did with the help of open loop transfer function, that is related to closed loop transfer function only. That's what we discussed in the root locus. Paikemo open loop poles, open loop zeros work chestai, but internally the work is did for closed loop system only, right? The same thing, right? So for these plots, we consider open loop transfer function. In the RH criteria, we have considered closed loop transfer function and the characteristic equation. Okay, right. Can anyone tell me what are the purposes of root locus? What are the purposes of root locus? Anyone please tell me? What are the purposes of root locus? Already discussed. What are the purposes of root locus? Tell me, what are the purposes of root locus? Tell me. Hello, am I audible?
Finding stability.
Finding stability, okay.
Value of K for stability.
Okay. Now only for stability or marginal stability?
Marginal stability also.
Okay.
Frequency of oscillation omega finding.
Frequency of oscillations omega.
Relative stability and absolute stabilities.
Relative stability. Okay, not absolute stability. For absolute stability, the best method is, for absolute stability, the best method is RH criteria. Okay. Now we'll come to the purposes of Bode plot. What are the purposes of Bode plot? Right? First one, the major one, to draw the frequency response of open loop transformation. The first purpose. And the second purpose, to find the closed loop system stability. Closed loop system stability. And the third one, to find the gain margin and phase margin. Gain margin and phase margin. Okay. So these are the three main purposes of the Bode plot. First, the main purpose is frequency response. Next, to find the closed loop system stability, and to find the GM gain margin and PM phase margin. So based on the values of gain margin and phase margin, we have to identify whether system is stable or unstable. Both are positive phase margin, the system is stable. If any one of the value gain margin or positive margin is negative, the system is unstable. If the gain margin and phase margin are more positive, the system is more stable. If any one of these are both, both gain margin and phase margin are more negative, the system is unstable. Is it clear? The condition for stability, right? We have to calculate the gain and phase margin using the frequency response of open loop transfer function on the Bode plot. Based on the values of gain margin and phase margin, we are going to identify the system stability, whether the system is stable or unstable. Is it clear? All of you? Is it clear? Say yes or no. Is it clear? Is it clear? Tell me, is it clear? Say yes or no. Is it clear? Right. Now, what is Bode plot? Right? The Bode plot is a plot which is used to find out the frequency response of the system. So the Bode plot consists of two plots. That is magnitude plot. One more is? What is another one?
Phase plot.
Phase plot, isn't it? So the Bode plot consists of two plots. Okay. So we already discussed the root locus is drawn on the normal graph sheet with the linear scale, +1, +2, +3, and this is -1, -2, -3. But the Bode plot will draw on semi-log graph sheet, which is based on non-linear scale. So if it is the first frequency ω1, okay, the next frequency is 10 times of ω1, which is ω2. Next frequency is 10 times of ω2, which is ω3, nothing but 100 ω1. Okay, so now which is called decayed, nothing but omega next frequency equal to 10 times of previous frequency. Okay, decayed nothing but the next frequency. It is a scale, logarithmic scale like this. Okay, the next frequency is 10 times of previous frequency, which is called the term decayed. Okay, So that's why it is called non-linear scale. Okay. So the root locus is symmetrical about x-axis, but the border plot is non-symmetrical. It is a very important objective point, right? Root locus is the symmetrical plot, Nana. We already discussed while root locus concept, right? So, but the border plot is the non-symmetrical plot. It's a main important key point. Okay. So the root locus is the symmetrical plot and border plot is non-symmetrical plot. Root locus will drawn on the normal scale, I mean linear scale, but it is border plot depends on non-linear scale. Okay. Here we have used the term decade, nothing but omega next frequency equal to 10 times of previous frequency. Suppose if you observe the graph sheet, for you people, I have taken graph sheet. Yeah, if you observe, this is a similar graph sheet. I think you people are aware of this. So if it is 1, suppose if you take the 10 hertz frequency here. So after 9, is it visible, all of you? Is it visible? Yes, clearly? Sir. So this becomes 100 hertz. We draw chesuntaru, right? Now it becomes 1 kilohertz. It becomes 10 kilohertz. It becomes 100 kilohertz. This becomes 1000 kilohertz. 1000 means 1000 kilohertz. 10 power 3 into 10 power 3. 10 power 6. Megahertz. 1 megahertz. Okay. మీరు డ్రా చేస్తారు గుర్తుందా frequency response CE amplifier లో, right? This is the Bode plot. This we are going to use to draw the Bode plot. So this is the non-linear scale now. We are using non-linear scale. So if you observe the 10 times of change in frequency, 10 times of change in frequency, which is called the term decade. The term is called color is not matching. Okay, decade, which is called decade. Is it clear? Is it clear, all of you? What is decade? Is yes, it clear? Sir. Right. Okay. So that's about the basics of Bode plot, right? Basics of Bode plot, what is Bode plot contains. Okay. So we'll see the procedure, how to draw the Bode plot. How to draw the Bode plot. Okay. So we'll see the basic procedure. Okay. It's not standard. I'm not telling it's a standard procedure. Standard procedure, it takes 2 more classes, but we'll discuss the basic procedure to understand the concept of frequency response for you people. Okay. So I'm going to discuss the basic procedure to draw the Bode plot. To draw the Bode plot. To draw the Bode plot. Right. So the first step in the procedure, replace S by j omega to convert it into frequency domain. The first step You have to convert the given open loop transfer function into frequency domain by replacing S by j omega. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So parallelly, I will explain with one example. So I'm taking the example g of s equal to k by s plus 1. K by s plus 1. I'm taking the basic example now. ఇలాంటి ఎవ్వరు మనకి కాంప్లెక్స్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటే కొంచెం పెద్దగా ఉంటాయి. Okay, so this is a basic one. Okay, so where h of s is unity. H of s is unity feedback. So what is the first step? What is the first step?
Replace S by j omega.
J omega. K by j omega plus 1. Is it clear? First step. Is it clear, all of you? Second one. Find out the magnitude. Find out the magnitude and convert it into dBs. dB nothing but decibels now. Okay, so find the magnitude. Find out the magnitude. So in the numerator we have the constant. So the magnitude is same, k, which is the constant. Coming to denominator, what is the magnitude of j omega plus 1? What is the magnitude of j omega plus 1? Tell me, what is the magnitude? 1 plus omega square. Omega square. So what is the, how we convert the magnitude in dBs? Nothing but we have to apply 20 log base 10 to the magnitude. 20 log base 10. Okay, so 20 log base 10. What is the magnitude? K by square root of 1 plus omega square. Okay, now apply log a by b formula. Log k minus 20 log square root of 1 plus omega square base 10. Is it clear? Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, find phase angle. Find phase angle. Find phase angle. Find phase angle. So what is the formula? How do we calculate phase angle? J omega h of omega. So what is the given transfer function? This is right. Don't take h of j omega. Already we have considered the feedback as unity. So which is angle of k by j omega plus 1. So numerator is the constant. Numerator is the constant. So the constant term, the angle is 0 degrees. 0 degrees. What about this? What about this? What is the angle? What is the angle? What is the denominator angle? Chapandi, what is the formula?
Tan inverse omega by 1.
Very good, Nana. Tan inverse omega by 1. Tan inverse omega by 1. Which is nothing but tan inverse omega. You know that theta 1 by theta 2, nothing but what is the resultant angle? Isn't it? Theta 1 into theta 2. What is the resultant angle? So now what is the phase angle of this one? 0 minus tan inverse omega. Isn't it? 0 minus tan inverse omega, which is finally tan inverse omega. Tan inverse omega. Is it clear? Tan inverse omega. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So This is the general procedure now. Okay. What is the fourth step? 3 steps are completed. What is the fourth step? Draw the Bode plot. Draw the Bode plot. Bode plot. Okay. So this is the general procedure to draw the Bode plot. First, we have to replace. What is the? Anyone please read it for me? The steps. Anyone please read it for me? Please read it. The steps in serial order.
Replace S by j omega to convert into frequency
Very
domain.
good. Replace S by j omega to convert into frequency domain. Next.
Find out the magnitude and convert into decibels.
Okay. Very good, Nana. Find out the magnitude and convert it into the dBs. Next.
Find the phase angle.
Find the phase angle. Very good. Next, last step.
Draw the Bode plot.
Draw the Bode plot. Okay. Now we'll take one more example. Okay. Before going to, we'll draw coming examples. We'll draw the plot. Okay. So in between we have, this is the general procedure. So we are going to add few steps in our upcoming models. మనం కొన్ని steps add చేస్తాం. This is the general model. This is the general procedure. But we are going to add further mini steps, mini or micro steps to these 4 steps with few examples. Okay. Right. We'll take one more example. Okay. Take the example. Draw the. Are you following? Are you following? Okay. Draw the Bode plot for g of s equal to k. G of s equal to k. We have only constant term. We have only constant term. Okay. Now, so what is the magnitude? What is the first step? What is the first step?
Replace S by j omega, sir.
Replace S by j omega. So what we get if you replace? What you get?
K, sir. K by 1.
K only. No need to tell k by 1. K only. It is constant. There is no yes here. So the constant same we have to write here. Okay. Next, what is the second step? What is the second step? Magnitude and convert it into dBs. So what is the magnitude of k? What is the k only? Very good. K only. So what is the magnitude in dBs? Tell me, what is the magnitude in dB? Tell me, what is the magnitude in dBs?
20 log of
20 log of
base 10k.
Base 10k. No need to mention base 10 every time, Nana. So మీకు ఫస్ట్ టైం న్యాచురల్ లాగరిథమిక్ కాదు అని చెప్పడానికి నేను 10 మెన్షన్ చేశాను. నో నీడ్ టు మెన్షన్. ఓకేనా? రైట్. 20 log k. Right. What about angle? Phase angle. What about phase angle?
0 degrees.
0 degrees.
Right, very good. 0 degrees. Okay. So now here we are now going to add one more step. That is, here we have to calculate. We have to find the slope. We have to find the slope value for magnitude plot. For magnitude plot. You have to find the slope value, find the for the magnitude plot. What is slope generally? Suppose it is a point. If you draw the line, right? This theta is the slope, isn't it? This theta is the slope. So what it gives, the slope is nothing but tan theta. So if you take this is x-axis and this is y-axis, so which becomes the slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is nothing but dy by dx. Tan theta equal to dy by dx. Tan theta equal to dy by dx. Okay. For Bode plot, what is the slope? For Bode plot, what is the slope? Tell me, what is y, what is x? For magnitude plot. For magnitude plot, what is y, what is x? Chapandi, what is y, what is x?
X is
X is?
log.
Correct, Chapandi. Chapandi, Nana, correct. What is x?
Log omega.
Log omega. What is y? What is y? What is y? What is y? Magnitude in dBs. Magnitude in dBs. Now tell me, what is the slope here? What is the slope here? D by d log omega of 20 log k. 20 log k. What is the value? 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 Tell me. We are differentiating with respect to log omega. Is there any omega is there any omega terms here? So what is the value? What is the value?
0.
0. It is entire constant, right? There is no omega here. So we have to take this total one is constant. Derivative of constant. What is the value?
0, sir.
0 only. Okay. Right. The slope is 0. The units for slope is 20 dB per decade. See, decade వచ్చింది చూసారా? ఇంకా మన స్టార్టింగ్ లో చెప్పాను. ఎందుకనే చెప్తాను చూడండి. ప్లాట్స్ డ్రా చేశారు. 0 dB per decade. 0 dB per decade. Okay. So for this, now it's time to plot the Bode plot for this problem. We are converted the given transfer function into frequency domain. We calculate the magnitude in dBs. We calculated the slope, which is required to draw the magnitude plot. We calculated the phase angle, which is pi. Now we have to draw the frequency response. Frequency response, which is nothing but the Bode plot. So we have two x-axis here. Both are same, but the y-axis are different. This is magnitude in dBs, mdB. This is phase angle. This is phase angle. mdB nothing but g j omega in dBs. Angle of j omega. Right. What is the magnitude in dB? What is the magnitude in dB? Tell me, what is the magnitude in dB? Tell me, what is the magnitude in dBs? What is the magnitude we have?
20 log, okay.
What about slope? What about slope? How much we have?
0 dB per decade.
So nothing but we are getting the straight line, Nana. We are getting straight line parallel to x-axis. There's no need to draw the arrow here. log k. Why it is straight line? We don't have the frequency term. It is the x-axis, right? So suppose the started frequency is 0.1. Remember, in the semi-log graph sheet, the starting point of the frequency, that means it is 0.1. Why? Because if log 0 is invalid, isn't it? There is any value for log 0?
No, sir.
That's why we have started the starting point here from 0.1. Okay. Suppose it take 10. Suppose it take 100. If you take 1000. So is it depends upon frequency or independent on frequency? For this problem, the magnitude is dependent of frequency or independent of frequency? Independent. That's why we are drawing only constant. We have only constant value for that means for all frequencies, right? We are getting straight line only. Why? Because for the given problem, we are getting the magnitude which is independent of frequency. That's why for all frequencies, we are getting constant value only. Isn't it? Right? And we don't have any slope. We don't have any slope. We have the slope 0 dB per decay. That's why I'm drawing the straight line. There is no slope also. Right? Coming to phase angle. What is the phase angle? What is the phase we are getting? We have. What is the phase we have?
0 degrees.
0 degrees. 0 degrees. 0 degrees. So I will explain few points. So this is log omega. This is magnitude in dB. This is 20 log k line, which is constant line with 0 slope, 0 dB per slope. And this is phase. And this is 0 degrees. This is our phase plot, thick line. And this is our magnitude plot, a straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay, this is magnitude plot. And this is phase plot. So what is the magnitude we have? 20 log k. So the magnitude is dependent of k, but independent of what? The magnitude is independent of what?
Phase plot, sir.
Independent of frequency, but dependent on k value. Suppose if k equal to 1, what is the magnitude?
0, sir.
0.
If k greater than 1, what is the magnitude? What is the magnitude? If it is 0 dB line, it's 0 dB, Nana. Okay. If it is 0 dB line, so when k equal to 1, this is k equal to 1 line. K equal to 1. Okay. If k is greater than 1, what is the value we are getting? Positive or negative? That's what I'm asking. K is positive. So this region, this above the horizontal axis, this is k greater than 1 region. If k is less than 1, what is the magnitude we are getting? Tell me. k less than 1, take 0.1, 20 log 0.1, nothing but 20 log 10 inverse, nothing but minus 20. Negative or positive?
Negative, sir.
Right, మరి చెప్పడానికి ఎంతసేపు స్పీడ్గా ఉండాలి. నెగిటివ్ dB. So this below the x horizontal, the entire region is k less than 1. This is only for this problem only. Okay, e problem k. Okay, ante what I want to explain is here the magnitude is depends upon k, independent on frequency. Now coming to phase plot. Coming to phase plot, what is phase angle? What is the phase angle?
0, sir.
0. Is it have any function of k? Is it has any function? Is it a function of k?
No, sir.
No. That's why the phase angle is 0 degrees for all values of k. For all values of k. But the magnitude plot depends upon value of k. The magnitude plot is depends upon value of k. Is it clear? Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now 1 hour completed. Wait, I will stop. I'm stopping the recording.